I always tell players this weird thing, like try to think of your mind and your body as a computer. And this computer needs instructions to know what to do, to how to run, how to operate. So I always, for a while, I would write down on the top of my list, like code today, code, like be a computer programmer today. And when I would wake up and I would visualize, right, I would think, okay, I'm programming my computer right now. I'm programming it with the instructions it needs to know what to do when it's time to perform. You're actually coding when you practice. The brain works essentially on ones and zeros. There's some debate about this, but when a neuron fires, that's a one. When it doesn't fire, that's a zero. And every time you visualize, every time you put up a rep in the gym, you're essentially encoding into your body what you want to have happen. That's why making your visualizations real, it's just better programming. It's better coding. In your mind, when you visualize, you're running simulations. You're like taking the mind body computer and you're putting it in a simulation and you're saying, hey, this is how I want to perform when the conditions in reality match this simulation in my brain. That's why visualization is so important. That's why when you're practicing by yourself, when you're in the gym by yourself, pretending you're in a game is so important. It's coding. It's better coding. Your mind, your body, it's a computer system. And you need to code it. That's why the guys who get more reps in, they're coding more, are better players. They perform better under pressure. That's why they're coding into their body, into their mind, what they want to do when the lights are on. I have yet to hear, this side of maybe Allen Iverson, any great players who just didn't rep it out, didn't code it out, didn't code nonstop. No matter what you do, you're coding. If you're a writer, you're coding when you work on your writing. If you're a speaker, you're coding when you work on your speaking. And of course, there's good code and bad code. If you have bad form, you can practice. You'll function okay, but you're going to have sort of janky code. So you need good code. You need good form. You need good coaches, right? The more fundamental you are, that's better coding. So think of yourself when you're in the gym, when you're working on your mind, you're coding. You're encoding into your computer what you want to have happen. And remember, this code needs maintenance. You can't just work out for a month, increase your strength, and then stop. Code deteriorates. Code needs to be maintained and updated. You always get updates, right? Well, every day you're updating that code, you're tweaking that code, you're polishing that code. And I tell players, if you're only working on the physical aspect of your game, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to also work on the mental side of the game. You have to. It's not you should, you have to if you want to be great. There's a lot of different ways to do it. We have our program at Basketball Brain, which I think you'll like. Go to basketballbrain.com and check it out. It's only $27 a year. Peace.